Welcome to another episode of Monday Funday Podcast. I'm your host, Ahmed Al-kadri, and if you can speak Arabic, Ahmed Al-kadri. Guys, we're happy today. Do you know why? Because we have a returning guest. It's our favorite, the one and only Chase O'Donnell. Woo! Your fit looks amazing. And put up the wide shot. Look at her dress. You look like spring. And I like you braided your hair too.
Well, here's the thing. I went to a wedding this weekend and they did my hair and makeup and I haven't taken the braid out because I don't know when I'll ever have a braid again in my hair.
Yeah.
So
it looks really good.
Thank you.
Now that our levels are good. Speaking of hair, what do you think of the hair?
Oh my God, it's so full.
Yeah.
Is this from the implant?
Yes.
Oh my God.
The hair transplant. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the transplant,
Turkey.
not implant. Okay.
Same thing. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I actually got a big tooth comb now, and I just brush it after I shower, and I brush it up.
I love it.
So it just has that natural fro now.
It's so great.
Thank you. And then when I put on conditioner, good leave-in conditioner, like Moroccan oil or coconut or anything like that, it naturally curls. And then there's always this one little curl that just hangs off. Looks pretty cool.
I love it.
You're making me feel good about myself.
Guess what? Also, when you're like, if you speak Arabic, Ahmed Al-kadri, I think I speak Arabic because I understood it so perfectly.
Ahmed Al-kadri?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you say it?
I can just understand it.
Okay, here. I've done this before with someone else at a different episode. So you have a Coke can, right? Ahmed.
Ahmed.
See?
Oh, I love that. That's good. You should be a teacher. Have you gotten that before?
Yeah, when I was teaching Jonathan at like years ago when this podcast was in my apartment and he like freaked out.
Yeah,
and then now that clip went viral. And I know it's viral because people take it and they don't tag me. So that's how you know.
When you know.
Yeah.
It goes around without.
Yeah. So basically, what was I going to say? Okay, well, I haven't seen you in a while. A lot of people already know this, but this is to the returning guests. Oh, I need to do this more with my intros, which is, my name is Ahmed. I'm a comedian. No, it doesn't matter. It's done.
Do it.
It was supposed to be, I'm supposed to do this thing where I'm supposed to intro to the people up top being like, hi, my name is Ahmed Al-kadri, comedian, podcaster, creator, editor, whatever it takes to make it in this business. And then I introduce myself, and then I introduce my guests to the people who don't know me, which is most people. But
okay.
I forget. I don't know. I need to like put more effort. I feel like I'm not putting enough effort into this podcast, even though I think I am.
Are you kidding me? You're putting so much effort into it. Look at this set. Look at the quality.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Your like,
and we have
consistency. Your editor. I mean,
yeah,
we need
you're
to
right.
Give you more credit.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Okay, I'm getting in my own head again.
Ahmed.
Killed it. Okay, before we begin we're going to do something different because usually every episode we ask the guests what's a good piece of advice you were given, who told it to you, and where were you in your life when you're given that piece of advice. We still are going to do that, but later, because I want to share you guys something that me and Chase have been doing since January of 2023. Yes. We, every month. For over a year. Every first day of the month, we FaceTime or get together and we review our goals for the month. You know, the January 1st, we review our goals for the year, but then every month we check in with each other. We haven't done it. It is May 13th. This
month, we thought we were going to be recording like May 4th, and we'll just do it when we see each other, and then it got pushed back, so we're a little late. But
hey, you've been busy. I've been busy.
Yeah.
We've all been busy. But now we're here. We're together. We are here. So let's begin. What we always do is, what are the accomplishments of April that you are proud of?
Okay, we're starting with me.
Let's start with you.
Okay, and for those listening, we'll do our accomplishments, and then we'll do do accomplishments and then things we want for next.
Yeah, it was things what we want for May. Yes.
Isn't that interesting? We've been doing this over a year, and I just was like, how do we do this? Okay.
Hey, it happens to me all the time.
Okay, so we're going back to April. I ran a half marathon.
Congratulations.
That was a very cool accomplishment because I didn't really train for it
at all.
I just like, I ran my usual amount that I run, just like, I wasn't doing like long runs though.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that was a big accomplishment.
That is an accomplishment.
I got, in my age group, I got 72nd out of 73. So I didn't come in last.
That's an accomplishment.
And I ran 8 miles. And then the last 5 miles I like walk ran because I think I was perfectly trained for a 10K. That last 5 miles, I was like, oh, brother, this is hard. Okay, but accomplishment, I got a medal.
Congratulations.
Okay. I planned a great bachelorette party. I've been the maid of honor for my friend. She just got married this weekend.
Yeah.
And in April, I planned a great bachelorette party.
Congratulations. Good job.
So far, I'm not seeing any stand-up accomplishments.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I did I had just all LA shows, which I guess like is an accomplishment in itself that I like stayed in town. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say it's an accomplishment. I canceled shows that I was supposed to do in San Diego because I was really just sick and not feeling it. And usually I would suck it up. But what I'm learning and what you're going to see for my goals for this month is to like be kinder to myself and like be more, I don't know. I think this past 4 months up until now, I got really burnt out. And this seems to be a pattern when we talk about my like months. Mm-hmm. And so I was proud of myself for saying no to shows this month.
That's good.
Which is usually not what we
The power of no is very underestimated.
Yeah. So
especially people like you and I, we say yes to everybody because we're big people pleasers.
Yeah. And so I was proud of myself for saying no to shows.
Good.
So those are the 3. A half marathon, a great bachelorette weekend,
yeah,
and no to shows.
I like this. I wish there was like a sound effect board, but we're putting an applause.
I feel like the one we're sharing live, I have like no accomplishments, but
then what are you talking about? Those are accomplishments.
I don't know. I'm always like, I did this show.
See, notice how I was getting in my own head.
And I did this, and now I'm like, I didn't do anything.
Listen, notice how I was getting in my head and about this podcast, and you're just boosting me up. Listen, time for me to gas you up, guys. She's getting in her head. She's fucking killing it. She tours all around. She opens for one of the biggest comedians in the world. She's doing fantastic. This is one of her modest months today.
This is my modest month.
Yeah.
April was a modest month.
Yes, exactly. And you're going to be killing it in May, and I'm excited to see what you're going to do.
Yeah,
that. And you ran a half marathon. That's really good.
Thank you, Ahmed.
And of course. Okay. Now
your turn.
My turn.
Give us your top 3.
I'd say I completed Ramadan in mid-April. Yes, thank you.
And you said that it was so like spiritual, like you had a lot of insights and.
Yeah, I've been praying more. I've been, more, just more at peace with myself, learning new tools for things later in the month throughout this tour. So yes, I've been praying more. So completed Ramadan. I, got back into the gym. Still, I'm back at 185. Back at my muscles.
What is 185 the goal?
I mean, I'm trying to hit 190 pounds,
okay,
195
I don't quite
pounds.
know what that sounds better.
It sounded better.
I don't quite know what like guys' goal weights are like.
It depends on your height and weight. Oh yeah, is this better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's one accomplishment. And then I'd say this was an accomplishment as well. So as you know, I was in New York for a bit. I did my East Coast / Midwest. So I did Detroit, DC, and New York, and they all went great.
Was it in DC that you were like, I'm gonna just like, you like got a room and you just like invited people. You were like practicing your hour or something.
Yeah, that was Room 808. Yeah, same thing in Detroit and
How
New
did
York.
that go?
They went great because I revisited New York and DC, and this was the first time, my first tour since the last hour. Couple things. One, I've realized not a lot of people watched my special, which is fine. So I'm doing mainly new material, but there's like 2-3 staple jokes that I use in the new hour, or in this hour that I've been touring with.
Yeah, I think that's been the biggest thing I found. That right after my special came out in 2023, I did like headlining shows like in April and May, and those were all completely brand new jokes. And then I realized like, oh, I think everyone has seen my jokes and no one has. So since then, I was like, might as well like keep it a good show by doing the old jokes.
Exactly.
For a while.
And even the people who did see the special, there are some people who watched the whole thing, and I love them to death. Thank you. Most of them listen to this podcast, the Breadheads and Breadcrumbs, who watched the whole special. Thank you. But even there's some people who will watch the first 15, 20, and then the jokes that I reuse are like jokes at the end. So it still works. And apparently, like, not apparently, I remember I've been a big fan of Nate Bargatze, and he's used the same joke from Yelled At by a Clown and Full Time Magic.
Really?
Yeah, he's used a couple jokes
wow.
Yeah, that's transitioned over from his album to his first Comedy Central taping. So
I love Nate Bargatze.
I love him too. And also, you know, we're back at this. Not everyone's watching your stuff. There's so much content. So you could still kind of like reuse some of this stuff because they haven't heard of it.
I have to show you something.
Okay.
Look who watched my story.
He watched your story?
Mm-hmm.
Did you tag him?
No.
He just was just looking through your feed and he's like, guys, that is an accomplishment.
I know, but
that's your May accomplishment.
In May, I'm going to have a lot of accomplishments.
Guys, Nate Bargatze just watched her story.
It's very exciting.
Dude, you're fucking awesome, dude.
No, like that might be the biggest accomplishment.
That is an accomplishment. What are you talking about?
But it's May. Talk to me in June.
Yeah,
I'll tell you all about this.
We'll talk about it in June. So then, okay, so basically I did those three. Mostly did new material, some old jokes from the special that I released. But also something that I accomplished in April was before that tour, I did 2 gigs, and I talked about it in the last episode. In one of the gigs, I did a Brooklyn College gig, and I bombed for 50 minutes straight.
No.
Not really bombed, but it was, I'm over-exaggerating, but it was pretty bad.
I know.
Like, I'm talking about aggressive ass
I know.
Arab Muslim kids that could not have given a fuck about stand-up comedy.
Oh God,
They didn't know. It was like cafeteria. It was like circle chairs. No one was facing me. Fully lit room. It was like all set.
My worst nightmare. But you got paid pretty well?
No.
Oh, don't even tell me.
Because because usually my rates are way higher for college gigs.
Didn't get paid.
No, they gave me, they were like, we just have $500 because they just have that much.
That's still good.
Yeah, I know, but.
That's more than a gig in LA.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I was like, whatever, it's Bridges for Yemen. Why not?
Yeah.
And I bought.
I've been there. You know, I did the show.
And you know what's the funniest part? Brooklyn College, I'm still waiting on my money from them.
Oh, God.
This was like 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, and I keep emailing, where is the money? Because I need it.
Yeah, we need it. You know,
my accomplishment is I didn't, like, I broke out of it because the next day I did it was another corporate gig and it went great. So, but I didn't let it get to my head as much as usually does. But I ended up was like, okay.
No, see,
what did I do wrong and how can I reassess?
Is not like, I know if this happened to me in 2019, it would have taken me days to get out of a funk like that of bombing. But now it's like, that's the job. That's what we do. We're moving on. Mm-hmm. So like, big accomplishment to just go do the show the next day and kill it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'd say
I'm more proud of the bombs than the wins, to be honest, because it's so hard as a comic to get through a show when people aren't really listening or caring. Mm-hmm. that's like so much harder than a crowd that's excited to be there.
Correct. Actually, I failed last week. Not a big failure. Before we get into May accomplishments or May goals, sorry. I'd say it was a fail because as you know, I'm doing my Texas tour throughout May. Houston went great.
I didn't know you were doing a Texas tour throughout
I did
May.
Houston. I did Houston and Austin last week or 2 days ago. And I'm about to do San Antonio and Dallas and Abu Dhabi.
Are you going to stay at home when you're in Dallas?
Yeah.
How fun.
I fly to Dallas on Wednesday to see family.
Good.
But I don't want to say I failed in Austin, but like I didn't. It was Mother's Day.
I don't want to say I failed.
It was Mother's Day weekend and graduation.
Oh, and prom and like everything.
Yeah,
right now.
so I didn't, let's just say I didn't sell that many tickets. I only had like 30 people in the room.
That's still amazing.
I saw it great. But money wise, I lost throughout that trip. You know what I mean?
Which
happens in the business.
Exactly what you
so
mean.
To the people listening, for people like me and Chase, we're not a nobody, but we're not a somebody. We're just a body.
We're just a body.
We're just a body in this seed, and sometimes you just lose money on a run.
When I did my Texas trip, because I stopped in Austin to do the mothership, which was off my own dime, I made like $300, but I should have made a lot more. I just spent the money on like doing my own travels and things and shows, and it ends up being like, well,
yeah, that's what I mean.
I could have just done Uber Eats this week and made the same amount. But hey,
exactly. No, same thing here. Like I made like I'd say with after ticket sales and everything, I made like it was like 300 and I did sell merch, so I made like $400 and some change, or a little bit over $400, but I spent like on hotels and the other stuff,
the flight, the
so
hotel,
like and food and then feature and all that other expenses, and then I was at negative 200, so I was like, I should have just did a couple bike tours.
Yeah, we could have
just skipped the.
We didn't even need to do it. But hey, it's the experience.
But
we're growing.
But I will say, what I got out of it was the people who did show up. They had a great time. It was 30 people, but if the laughs felt like 100.
Wow.
It is all
okay.
Because of timing. I had to do 45 minutes instead of my usual hour. So
you do an hour?
Yeah.
I only do 45.
Really?
You've got an extra 15 in there?
I mean, usually it's a lot of crowd participation. And I try to wiggle in, try to make some crowd work moments out of it.
I time it, and I literally am off the stage. It says 45 minutes. I go, perfect. Perfect.
No, that's good. Honestly, like my next my next hour or whatever that I'm gonna release on YouTube, I'm just gonna drop like 35 at max 40 minutes. Like, just joke, done.
Joke.
Yeah, that's it. But no, it felt really good. It was all mainly new stuff, and the people who did see me last time in Austin, they were so happy that they showed up because they were like, I love the new material. It's fantastic.
Yay.
Yeah. So I felt that was a win. And, hopefully I'll make money for San Antonio, Dallas, and Abu Dhabi to offset.
But listen, we don't do this for the money. We
really don't.
We do this for the love of the craft.
It really is, because trust me, if Chase and I, we were all about the money,
we wouldn't be doing stand-up.
No. Have you thought about this?
You were an accountant. Like, we could have jobs.
I was an accountant and a drug dealer. I was doing great.
He was doing great.
If I thought about this. If you weren't a stand-up comedian, what would you be doing? Have I asked you this before?
No, but this is my favorite question. I have so many answers.
What is it?
One, I would be in Ireland running a dog sanctuary. I would like buy a piece of land and like just have dogs live with me.
Yeah.
That are abandoned. Okay, that's one. Two, a more realistic one. I'd be a teacher.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I would love to be some sort of like elementary school teacher. And then number three, I have been looking actually I have four. Three, I'd go and I'd be a therapist because I've been in so much therapy. I think I would be a great therapist. And then number four, I've actually been looking into park ranger jobs, and I want to go live in a national park and just work there and live there.
Low key, if you get one, I'll join you.
Okay, well, I'm looking for this summer, June to September.
Really?
Yeah, just like go somewhere for the summer, work in a national park.
I will
and
join
come
you
back
next
strong.
year.
Okay.
I swear to God, I will. If you're doing it for 2025,
Okay,
I will.
great.
I will join
I'm
you.
hoping to do it for 2024, but it's coming up, so we'll see.
If that doesn't work, 2025,
yeah.
I will join you.
Really?
I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they have this website where you like go and it has all the national parks and you just apply and
Let's apply for Yosemite.
They room and board. They have Yosemite. They give you room and board and you work there for
June
the
through
summer.
September. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fight bears.
Just like literally work it's going to be so simple. I work and then I'm in nature and I write and just get re-energized and get ready for the next year of comedy.
I cannot wait, because what I would do is, like, I already planned it out. I would just be like, hey, everybody, I'll be taking a 3-month break from comedy.
You already have the post written.
Already written.
But the thing is, like, I was talking to Reem. She's going to Europe for the whole summer for comedy, which is not for park rangers. But a lot of people go somewhere in the summer.
I'm going to Europe in July.
Okay, great. Oh,
Yeah,
so you can't do.
That's why I can't do this summer. So mid-July, I'll be touring with Sammy. I'm so glad Sammy is super famous now. Sammy. Cut it out. No, I'm kidding. Actually, clip it up. Send it to Sammy. Sammy Obeid. He's. I think I co-headlined with him last year a couple times.
Oh, okay, I know.
And then he's now like, he's been like, he's always talked about Palestine, but now that topic is
trending.
It's now like he's doing great.
Oh, great.
And now I'm fucking riding those coattails, baby. Woo! Woo! All throughout Europe. So, so that's, I'd say I think that's all of the accomplishments we did in April. April. Ramadan. Failed. Learned from it. And then
new material.
Okay. Now, what are your May goals, Chase?
I'm so proud of you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, May. I have to say the big part of this month we're already through for me, because I did the Netflix as a Joke Festival and I was very scared.
Good.
Just because.
But it's just another show.
I know, but like the possibility of, like, my manager was like, so and so is going to be in the crowd and their industry's in the crowd, and just that pressure. Industry. Yeah, the pressure to like do well. I didn't like that pressure to do well, but I did do well and it went very good. So,
were you opening for Christina?
I opened for Christina, and then I also had 2 other just random shows that were like a lineup of different people.
Correct.
At the Kookaburra Lounge. It's a new club in LA. Kookaburra Lounge. It just opened for the Netflix festival.
Okay.
And it's so cute and amazing. So book a show there. It's great.
Another venue to do. Okay.
Okay, so that would be an accomplishment to like get through the Netflix as a Joke Festival and that wedding, the Bachelorette one for April. I just had the wedding this weekend, and I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to write a very good speech, because I don't know if you feel this way, but because we do comedy, I feel like the pressure
it's got to be funny.
I better do a good speech. Like, if not, what am I doing?
But also the standards are so low.
Oh my God. My opener and my headliner. I'm just kidding. I was like, okay, I got this.
No, because that's what I'm saying. The standards are so low.
The
like,
standards are
you
low.
tend to forget when you're doing comedy outside of comedy. Granted, you can't do as dark as you normally do, but you're not really dark comic.
No,
so,
I'm a very light comic.
Yeah.
So it was, I was like, wow, if I could just do wedding rooms, what a treat. I was like, this is the best crowd I've ever given
so
a
easy.
set for. I did a Tight Club 7. It was a 7-minute speech, and the crowd was roaring, and I just was like, this feels good. This was a
You're in your head. You're like, dude, I'm fucking crushing.
Well,
dude.
before I was like nervous, and one of my friends was like, "Don't you do this for a living?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I know how awful things can go, so I just anticipate the worst." But anyways, I was like, if all this stand-up is just to give one good wedding speech, man, it was worth it. So I was a goal for May was to get through that wedding and then the Netflix festival.
Mm-hmm.
My next goal, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, as we all know. I think comedy, and I feel like this has been a consistent thing for me. Like we talk and I'm like really struggling mentally. And I feel like the beginning of this month and just like it was a buildup of this whole year with traveling every weekend and the burnout, I got like pretty intensely depressed at the beginning of this month. And it's been an ongoing thing, and I tend to get really dark because I think this career is like very much not in my wheelhouse of like the comparing, the like the pressures, the like what we're like the doing all this work for like negative income, and like I've been really truly struggling. And my goal this month is next week I'm going up to NorCal for a week. I'm taking a break, and I want to for the rest of the month like self-care, self-love, not worry about this career, and just give myself a little mini May break. I got through the toughest parts, and now I'm like 2 weeks. I just need to get myself stronger. I mean, I have a show every night this week, but next week I'm taking it off.
Well, they're just small shows around LA.
They're just small LA shows. I'm gonna get through those, and then I'm gonna take a break this month. I really struggled mentally.
Well, I'm proud of you. I love you.
I'm sharing this for all the podcasts to hear, but I'm very real with all
No, the Breadheads and Breadcrumbs love you. They support you. Hey guys, can you do me a favor?
It's a hard career.
For the people who've listened to Chase, I need y'all to DM Chase on how much she means to you guys. Because I know she means a lot to me. That means she means a lot to you guys as well. So feel free to DM Chase and be like, this is what I love about you. Every time you're on Monday Fun Day, I get excited.
Thank you.
Let's boost her ego.
I was also like, what's also not good about this career with mental health stuff is like anytime someone writes something negative,
You're looking at the comments?
I'm not.
Okay.
But like I have in the past, and I realize that shapes my view of myself instead of me having like the like, oh, I don't need to listen to that. I know I'm amazing or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like that in me has been shaped by years of like listening to what other people think. And this actually is going to go into my advice for later, but I want to I need to take a second to get very clear about who I am. Like, how do I feel inside?
How do you think of yourself?
So when people tell you, oh, you're so ugly. Oh, you're not funny. Oh, you're da-da-da. I don't need to believe that. I can believe what I feel inside.
That's beautiful.
I'm not there yet, but that's the goal. That's going to be my mini May break, is to get like strong inside.
No, listen, and I've said this before. I'll say it again. I think you're hilarious. You're one of the funniest people I know. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful.
Ahmed,
yes.
You too.
Yes. So you need to know that. And don't look at the comments.
Don't read the comments. And I need to, I need to be more, take care of myself. Because as people pleasers, we take care of everybody. Mm-hmm. And I've taken care of too many people for too long, and it's catching up to me. And I know I just need a little reset and actually give that to myself, because I don't actually ever do that.
I love that. I'm excited to see this new Chase. I come back from
be a new me.
The leg of the tour, May 27th. I canceled Fort Worth, so it's a long story. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay, but hey, look at you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for canceling.
Well, I'm canceling because I've been hearing nothing but bad things about
Oh,
I should have said the name. Oh, well, it's like this.
Beep it out.
Yeah, but basically, this production, it's like a production company, whatever, but Craig Conant, Chad and JT, I shouldn't have sent it. Oh, well, they're not going to listen.
Cut
But
it out.
yeah, but basically these comedians have been telling me that they're like, no, don't go to the show. It's nothing but a bad experience, all that stuff. And then
You know where you should go? I did the Comedy Arena in McKinney, Texas, and it was amazing.
Yeah, but Fort Worth is like way. So here's Dallas, McKinney's up there, Fort Worth is all the way over here. So
I thought Fort Worth and Dallas were pretty close, but you're right.
They're like an hour-ish away, but now they used to be somewhat pretty close because Fort Worth was a much smaller city than Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
But but now like Dallas is a much bigger city. Fort Worth has grown so much, so now it's like its
own thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just look for a better venue for Fort Worth.
And just maintain. You're still gonna do Fort Worth, just a different.
No. I'm canceling the Fort Worth show. I'll reschedule later. I'll come back in the fall to do Fort Worth. Okay.
Proud of
but
you.
I get to come back to LA sooner, so I'm very happy about that.
Good.
And just so May 27th all the way through July 12th, I'm just in LA.
January. Wait, what? May
27th through July 12th.
Oh, nice.
So over a month and a half of just being in LA. I think I have like a quick trip in Dearborn, like a quick corporate gig, but it's still like
a quick corporate gig.
Yeah,
so
but
fun.
I think I'll be in LA for the most part, and I like that. So basically, my May, what are my goals for May? Well, one, it's like, I mean, after making negative money in Austin, my goal is to recalibrate and see what can I do, how to better advertise my shows. So I found my Steve Hofstetter by chance.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, great guy, great comedian, and he knows a lot about this business. So he has like a Zoom video about how to utilize Ads Manager very well. So I'm gonna teach myself through his Zoom and YouTube
so impressive.
to use Ads Manager to figure out different ways. Yeah,
cool.
I just had Anne do a flyer for me for San Antonio, and that way I'm gonna use so the people that do know me, they will they'll see a flyer, and the people who don't know me, I'll use a video. Yeah. So from there, to promote my San Antonio shows, my Dallas and Abu Dhabi show.
Abu Dhabi show.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean,
it doesn't even matter. That's so cool.
Yeah. I mean, I want to sell. I don't know what my fan base is like over there, but we'll see. So the goal is to reassess and help teach myself Ads Manager. So that's one to accomplish.
That's
that I want to accomplish.
Thing.
Two, start writing more sketches. So when I'm back in LA, start shooting more content to build the following.
When you're back in LA after your trips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and then last but not least, since I'll be back in LA, just really focus on fitness stuff, back to bike and hike tour guiding.
Oh, I wanna add that to my goal too.
Yeah. Well, if you want to join me in June, me and some friends, every Saturday, we're gonna play beach volleyball. If you want to join us.
Oh, I mean, I'll come and support. I don't know how to play volleyball very well.
No one else does either.
Okay.
Like the only.
Wait, does that mean you'll be on my side of town?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here I am thinking the beach in wherever we are, North Hollywood.
No, we'll be.
Yeah, there's no.
We're gonna be next to your place.
Oh,
in
okay,
Santa
I'll
Monica.
come by.
So yeah.
How fun.
I'll let you know where we're playing. I think it's walking distance from you, or I don't know.
Yeah, I can run to the beach.
There you go.
I mean, it's a 30-minute run to the beach.
Just come play. It's gonna be a fun hang.
Okay, perfect.
It's just you and other content creators or other stand-ups, and we're all just gonna play volleyball. It's a lot of fun. It's not you don't have to be good. It's just we're all playing for fun.
Okay. Great.
We're not those competitive people.
We're getting some sun.
Exactly.
And a little bit of exercise.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay.
Okay. Any news with Tea Party before we get into?
Yeah. Pity Party.
Oh, Pity Party. I said Tea Party.
It's pretty close. Pity Party.
Yeah.
It's
her business.
It's my tea company. We're on FabFitFun, and we've sold out every time they've done a sale.
No way.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So that's really exciting, and we have a lot of goals. It's I realized doing Pity Party, it's just like doing stand-up, where it's all the correlation between success is how much you put into it.
Right.
It's not showing up to a 9-to-5 job and doing your time and going home. It's like full-time job over here.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to balance like both of these full-time jobs.
Yeah.
But
what was it? It's like I quit my 9 to 5 so I could work 24/7.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But we filmed a lot of like funny videos that we have a like posting schedule now for that. And I'm just feeling a little more on top of it with pity party video content. Oh my gosh, in April, I should have put this as my accomplishment. Khloe Kardashian reposted one of our pity party videos. Huge deal.
What?
And
Congratulations.
we have like 18 million views on it.
Yes. That's amazing.
I know.
I got to see which video. That's awesome.
Yeah. It was
Show me after.
That's
yeah.
a big accomplishment.
That is a great accomplishment. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's everything that I want to catch up with
Those
you.
are our goals. Okay, so we're going to be
we did our
really fit.
April accomplishment, and then May goals.
May goals
Is consistency, better at marketing, and fitness. Fitness and mental health.
And I guess mine was like taking my May retreat. I'm going to get back to eating right and working out because that always falls to the wayside when I travel.
Yeah.
And then that was it because I got through the wedding and Netflix is a joke. Okay, great.
Amazing. I'm gonna
Amazing.
show you the advice that I have because let's begin of what's a good piece of advice you were given, who told it to you, and where were you in your life when you were given that piece of advice.
Okay, I have mine, but I'll go after you.
Okay, cool. I think I already. Oh yeah, no, this one's not that good. Okay, I think I have shared this before, but I'm going to share it again. But it reminds me of what you said earlier, of how much work you put into it. The difference between good art and great art is 25%. Good art is like 75 there, but great art, you unlock something and went 100%.
Okay, wait. I need those numbers one more time. Go back.
Okay, oh yeah, math.
Go back.
So the difference between good art and great art is 25%. Good art that you see is like 75% there. But then great art, you unlocked something and went 100%.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So most of the time you put out your, you'll see a lot of great art and it's 75%, but then you'll see or good art and then you'll see something. You unlocked it to make it.
That unlocking, I think, is like authenticity.
Yes.
Because I think in today's culture, it's a lot of like TikTok culture and Reels is a lot of like seeing a video and copying it and just being like, what's the formula? What works?
Yeah.
But it's when the people that like create something original that resonates with everyone and that's the like 25%, and it's so hard to do that.
It's hard. A big challenge for just stand-ups and for you and I to do in stand-up is to take your stand-up art, like, because me getting on stage, that's my art. But me clipping it up and putting it online, that's content. And content is not art. Content is content. So
true. I want to quote you on that. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And it's hard to like figure out like, okay, I think I clip. That's why so many times people get offended over, not even my videos, just in general. People get offended over stand-up because it's like they just see this piece of content. They're not in the room. They're not in the live audience. They don't see the art behind everything.
Out of context.
Very out of context. And I mean, it's audiences. They never ask themselves, okay, why is the crowd in the room laughing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like rather than this guy is not funny or this girl is not funny.
Yeah, then why are they laughing?
Then why are the people in the room laughing? It's like, ask yourself this, but it's like, you know how it is. People who comment, it's just like, this is their way to feel powerful, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you say, haha, that's so funny, you know, they think, oh, this person has power over me. I mean, some people view it that way. I don't think see it that
we
way
don't.
well,
it's a lot of little gremlins in their basement. That's how I think of them.
Yeah,
just
they
like
really are. I mean, you mentioned about negative comments, but like, I have this realization every time. Like right now, I'm going through a dip in content or just in views or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So So because I'm not getting that much attention, everything I post, I'm not getting that much attention. Therefore, I'm not really getting that much negative comments. Like I'll have people who like me and they comment good stuff, like positivity, and that's good. And then like, you know, you'll have some videos that go viral and then you have people who hate you and you're like, oh yeah. And once those negative comments come to you, you're like, oh yeah, this just comes with the territory. I'm sure like when Chloe retweeted and you have 18 million views.
Oh my God, the comments, you should read them.
Right.
But see, I'm not necessarily as
emotionally invested with the tea rather than the.
I know, it's so weird. But even I'm posting so many tea videos, and one was like, the Taylor Swift album is too advanced grammatically for me to follow along, like making a joke about all the words she uses, and all the comments are like, how dumb are you? What words don't you follow? And I just like those go, I don't really care because I'm like making tea video content and it's not me.
Also sometimes like you know when a YouTube prankster or like some videos is meant to, like I call it comment bait. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Comment
bait.
Yes.
And it's just like the people that what you just said about Taylor Swift, if anything, they're the dumb ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're the dumb ones.
No, they are. Like it's like obviously you understand Taylor Swift lyrics. It's not that hard to understand. She's saying literally the word.
What word exactly?
Yeah. So the fact that people are genuinely think you're serious, it's like they're the dumb ones for believing that this is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes it just comes with the territory about this like negative shit. I just don't look at it because, you know, it's like I got to work on my next video. I have too much things going on in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel you on the comments and stuff. Right.
Okay. Well, that's a beautiful quote. Back to the 75%, 25%'s unlocked and you're an artist.
Yeah. And you know, this is your art and then you're trying to make it into content. Content is not art. Content is just content. You know?
It's the formula.
Dude, my last viral video is, maybe you saw it. It's the one where it was, it was so cute. We're in New Jersey at this gas station and we saw these two big biker dudes. They're looking at their bikes and they allowed these two Indian men, like these foreign Indian men, to like sit and take pictures with it. Did you see that video?
No.
You can look at it on it's adorable.
Okay.
I'm narrating the video, but it's just so funny because it's like these Indian guys are like taking pictures and stuff, and then it cuts to the Indian men. They're taking the bikers, and like you see one Indian man, come on, don't look this way, like directing the photo and everything, and they're all it's like it's very foreign, very fobby. Like our uncles have done this before, and it reminds me when my uncle, or not my uncle, one of my cousins came to America for the first time, and he saw snow, and we had to do it. We did like a full photo shoot. Yeah, good. I still remember because he had like there was like a leaf, but it was frozen. It had icicles on. He's like, look, and he had to hold the leaf.
It's like a lot adorable. Of people when they come to LA, it's their first time seeing the ocean.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Every time my mom visits, well, she's only visited me once in LA, but she loves the ocean. She loves the Pacific Ocean in general
so
because,
pretty.
Well, yeah, I take her to Malibu because it's not that busy, and you know, because she wears like not just a hijab, she wears like the full niqab ninja outfit and everything.
Really?
So there's more space for her to like, you know, lift, like just go run in the beach. I'll show you a video.
Okay.
Because, you know, you're a girl. I could show it to you. But it's like, you could see how happy she is. And she loves like you see the palm trees and the mountains. And Malibu's gorgeous. It's
Malibu.
I take her to Point Doom area.
You know,
I'm talking about?
I went to Point Doom Elementary School.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was we like every Friday was a field trip to the beach. I know. I don't tell
I think
very
I know
many
you
people
very well.
I grew up in Malibu. But that's why I Malibu has a very special place in my heart.
Every time we talk, I always learn something new about you. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't
That's
really
why
talk
you're
about it.
But I think that's why you're such a peaceful person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that aside from the other crazy childhood stuff that you told me.
Very peaceful person who's going through very much chaotic mental.
Yeah, but that's what you are. I will say, like, I'm gonna give you another compliment.
Okay.
Guys, feel free to DM her the same thing. But
feel free.
You are literally the like one of the nicest people. Like, people get happy when they hear your name or when they see you. When you go into a room, you light up the room.
Thank you.
I'm serious. I'll give you an example. Channing, every guest, Channing's like, hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? But when he saw you, he's like, oh, Chase, gives you a big old hug. He's happy. He's dead inside.
Okay, there's a new Taylor Swift song. Have you listened to her album?
No, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm gonna sing it for you.
Okay.
There's a new song she put out called "I Can Do It with a Broken Heart," and it's about her going on stage, and everyone thinks she's so happy, but inside she's miserable. And she's like, "I'm so depressed. I act like it's my birthday every day." And it's like about how she's so depressed, but no one would know it. And she's like, "Hi, I'm performing." And she's like, "I'm miserable and no one would even know it." Listen to the song. But I've never related more to a song in my life. I was like, Taylor gets me. Because I'll be like crying. And then I go on stage like, "Hi, everybody. So happy I get to make you laugh." And like, I'm just, that like putting on a
mask.
A mask is such a performer's, I don't know, I related to it so much. But that compliment is very nice, and
accept it.
And I accept it.
Thank you, of course. By the way, every episode you bring up Taylor Swift, and I love that.
I know. I knew I
hadn't
brought her up
and we
yet,
need that.
So
we need this. We need this. We need more Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
And what's the song called?
Playing in my head 24/7.
I could do it with a broken heart.
All
right, I'll listen to it.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
I lied. I listened to Fortnite with Post Malone.
Oh my God, how good!
That's a good one.
Post Malone was at the Comedy Store on Monday.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
Did you talk to him?
Nope. I just I was standing here. He was standing there. I was just
I
was looking at Post Malone like I was in the zoo, and or he was in the zoo, and I was just watching. I was just watching him live, and I took a picture and he was behind me. He didn't know, but I was like, whatever. You
should have just asked for a photo.
Just hanging out with Post Malone. I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. I used to ask for photos. I don't want to bother anyone.
I'm sure. Listen, but he was at was he on the patio of the Comedy Store?
It was like that, the bar right next to the patio.
He knew exactly where he was at, and he knew, but people were gonna come up to him and ask for photos. He should have just said
he was talking to Shane Gillis. It was like all comedians in there. It wasn't like.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't.
No, that's fans. Smart. That's smart. I get it.
Yeah, I had to play it cool.
Oh, but, there's so many times where I would meet my comedian heroes, and like one time Bill Burr was like, I think he was in the green room or whatever, at Flappers. And there were so many comments like, yeah, we're going to go say what's up to him, right? And I remember like someone goes, are you going to go say hi? And I'm go, no, I want him to meet me as a comedian where we're both on sharing this stage together. Like,
we're equals.
I like, yeah.
We're equals.
Not equals, just more like, oh, you're on this show too? Yeah. Oh, Ahmed, nice to meet you. What is that? Bill Burr?
What was it? I know it's so hard to know if you're supposed to, like, when you meet your comedy idols, if you're supposed to know who they are.
No. I've done that before. I learned that from Akeem Woods, but I mean he's a black comedian, so I'm not gonna quote him exactly. But he, he was sitting down and Dave Chappelle sat next to him. And he was like, hey, what's up? And then he was like, hi, Akeem. And he goes, hi, Dave. And then Akeem goes, neighbor, I know you. He didn't say neighbor, but
neighbor.
You know what I mean? He goes, neighbor, I know you, like in a Akeem Woods voice.
I thought neighbor because they were sitting next to each other.
No,
Watch
he
me
meant
start saying
he
neighbor
meant
to people.
to say I could spell it out.
I
N-I-G-G-A.
know the word.
I know you.
Okay, I know what you meant now. Okay. You don't need to spell it. I
know, but like, I didn't want to like.
I'm kidding.
I don't want to lose all
Neighbor, I know you.
Yeah, neighbor, I know you. Like,
that's funny.
And he laughed.
You know what?
So if I see Bill Burr and he goes,
say neighbor.
I'm gonna say neighbor, I know you.
Yeah, I've been when it's like they know I do comedy and they're a comedian or performer, I'll say, such a fan of your work. Like I love your writing.
I say that too.
Because then it's like I think we like it when people say I know your work or whatever. Like I think that's a nice compliment for a comedian to get from another comedian.
Right. I will. But yeah, like you said, a time and place, especially living in Los Angeles.
But like, anyways, seeing Post Malone because of his recent work with Taylor Swift, he's like up here now. I was like a Post Malone. Now I'm like Post Malone. And then he was there behind me. Oh my God.
You took a picture with him.
I took a picture with him. I took 3.
Yeah. And he put his arm around you and everything. He didn't know it, but he put his arm around you.
He was just can we put up the photo? He's gonna be in the background of the photo. You can't
send me the
you
picture.
Only know
I'll share
it's
it
him
with
because of the tattoos on his face. It's very clear.
Okay, share. Do you have Ann? Oh, on Monday Funday podcast, you talked to her. Send her the photo.
Okay, we'll show you.
And I'll tell her.
Very big day for me.
Okay, so we're about to wrap up.
I did the same thing with Jon Stewart because he was at a party I was at on Friday.
Oh,
and same thing. I did not say
Wait,
hi.
also pause. I know we already said it, but a big accomplishment is you did the Netflix's Joke Festival. That's a big deal because there's a lot of comics who have never been not in any of the shows. I'm not bitter about it. There's some of my friends who are kind of bitter about it, but but I'm saying you're part of the cool group. You were in the festival, so you got to hang out with all the cool people that were at the festival.
Thank you.
And you were invited to all the cool parties, the exclusive parties.
Thank you.
You have a Don't Tell taping.
Thank you.
I got rejected 4 times from Don't Tell.
Were you at the Don't Tell party on?
No.
Me neither.
I wasn't invited. I did not get the invite. Do you know how I found out about it was oh yeah, people who did the taping and like I was like they were like this. Oh, did you not get the invite? Like that's how they said. Did you not get it?
I just said, were you there? No, I didn't go.
And I was like, no, I'll be real.
I had
like
FOMO. I looked at the picture, the video, the people's stories, and I was like, that looked fun.
I'm gonna be real with you. I stayed very clear from Instagram for a very long time throughout the festival because I've just been focusing on my own tour. Yeah. And then after looking at my pre-sales in Austin, I was feeling at a low point, and it's dark room, just the only light is from my laptop. And then I was like, let me try Meta Facebook ads. And then I had to get on Instagram from my laptop to like answer messages and stuff. All of a sudden I see a comedian like, whoa, 2 sold out shows. Thanks for everyone for coming out to the Netflix show. And then I scroll and then it's another accomplishment from a different comedian Netflix. Just in this hotel room alone, just dark laptop light. And I just go,
by the way, we probably
and this is after hearing getting a message from the club. Yeah, we're at 20 pre-sales. Like, oh, okay.
No, this career, when I say it has broken my soul, it is the worst career to be in for anyone that has low self-esteem like myself.
Which is every fucking comedian.
This is brutal. Even like I felt like everybody had one of those pictures with the the gray background.
It's gay.
And they're like, and then the bottom is like, Netflix is a joke festival, this date to this date. I didn't get one of those, and my sister made me one. She photoshopped me into one because I was so sad. And I was going to post it, and I was like, no, they're going to know. And
they're going to know.
They're going to know I photoshopped this. And okay, I felt like, because like I was talking to Josh Potter and he wasn't in the festival, but he just like showed up to every after party.
Yeah.
And like no
one
one
cared.
knew. Like no one actually knows
Well,
who
it's
was
such a
in
big
it and
festival.
who wasn't.
Yeah.
I think we just all assume we were.
I'm
like,
not allowed to go.
Just we were all just there. But yeah, that was another dark day for me. It was Valentine's Day when they announced who was in the Netflix festival, and everyone was posting pictures of their relationship because it was Valentine's Day, or every comedian was posting their gray background.
Yeah.
I'm in the Netflix festival. The amount of tears. And that's why my sister, I ended up getting in it just by not through the festival. The reason I did it was because other people booked me, but Netflix didn't.
And there were some people who got that too. Most people.
But yeah, that was a tough day. Valentine's was a tough day this year.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna go to San Francisco and take a week break.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah, I'm
hey,
really excited.
If you're in San Francisco, DM Chase. Take her out for lunch for free, please.
Okay. Yes.
I demand you.
Lunch for free.
When you get there, please, I will post it on my stories. There's a lot of Yemenis in the Bay Area. I'll have them be like, hey, can someone please take... Just you go to Yemeni restaurants.
So sweet. That's so sweet. Thank you for that thoughtful.
I need that for you. Well, we need to wrap up. I know we were going to ask for your piece of advice. You want to do it real quick?
Sure. I kind of already gave it during my May breakdown.
Oh, what was it?
It's from the book, The Four Agreements. Yeah. I've been reading it. And it was saying that like words are like black magic. So use your words very carefully, because when you tell someone something, anything negative, like even just comments that my parents have said, not even meaning, just like, oh, you look like you've gained weight, or like anything like that. Mm-hmm. I've taken and internalized, and it's become my truth. And my biggest piece of advice that I learned from this book is you have to know your own truth, because people are going to tell you things that get in your head, not meaning to. It's their own things they're working on. But like, if you take that and internalize it, it's going to become the way you live your life. And so this was very recent advice I learned from a book, and that I'm going to be very much implementing, is working on what do I want to believe about myself, not what other people have put on me. And you honestly, I know there's so many beautiful things people tell me, like you today. And like, there's a lot of positive, beautiful messages I hear. Unfortunately, I only believe the mean ones. And I really, really, really need to work on believing the positive, beautiful things and live my life that way, and not from the viewpoint of like, nobody likes me.
Try this exercise.
Okay.
As you're working on your own truth of what Chase thinks of Chase, mm-hmm. I think something to take, if you don't want the negative comments to get to you, you have to also not let the positive comments get to you.
Right. They say if you believe the negative, then, or if you believe the positive, you have to believe the negative.
So if someone says, you are fucking hilarious, you're the funniest comedian ever, you're a future legend, you say, thank you so much. Like, I really appreciate that. And then
the good news is I don't believe the positive. I go, okay, then thank you.
That's what I mean. But then if someone goes, you fucking suck, you're not funny, you are the worst comedian I've ever seen,
I can also go, okay,
all right, thank you so much. Same attitude,
okay,
same energy. Thank you so much. But you look at yourself in the mirror. What do I think of myself? I think I'm a good comedian. I have a lot of work to do. Got to work on this whole Facebook ads manager thing. Bro, once I get that down. Oh, this is a fun. I gotta bring this up. This could also be a clip moment.
Okay.
As I was getting ready to fly back to Austin, you know how you just meet people at your gate, and this one lady was like, very sweet lady, but she was just like, oh, so what are you? Oh, I'm a comedian. Oh wow, and I was, oh wow, you're a comedian. You should just start posting your stand up on TikTok like Matt Rife. And I'm just like.
Look at my face.
I literally did this. I literally go, oh, I never thought of that. Oh, I dropped the mic a little bit so they could see your full face. Oh, I never thought of that. And then she's like, yeah. And then also like see if you could get on Jimmy Fallon right after. And I'm like, oh yeah, I should just email them.
I can't believe I had a roommate.
Well, they just don't know the industry, so they think their advice is like, it's like, no, what are you talking about? Comedy is so easy. Just literally post it on TikTok like Matt Rife, and you'll be selling tickets like him. And I'm literally like, yeah.
I had a comment once, or not even about me, but I had someone go, not a comedian, but she went, oh yeah, I've been thinking of doing SNL. I just don't know if I want to be that famous. And I was like, you've been thinking of going on SNL? Like, by the way, you have to be asked to audition. You can't just go say, hey, I'm ready to be on the show. Like, it's like a very difficult sitch to even audition. And she just thought like, yeah, I was thinking about doing SNL, but she's not even a comedian. She's not even a comedian.
Some people are just, I mean, they don't know.
She's not even a comedian.
And then it's like, to me, it's scary. Okay, I know we're going a little over, but this is worth it. And we'll tell you more, but this is worth it. And we'll tell you about it. And I'm sorry I'm spilling tea, but Ann has this coworker. He's like this older guy. He literally just goes, oh, I'm quit. He's been teaching for a while, and he just quit because he's gonna go pursue comedy.
He's gonna be a comedian.
He's gonna be a comedian. And he's like, yeah, I've been doing a couple classes he enrolled in Second City, so he's ready to just start his career.
I can't. I do want everyone that
I can't wait for Ann to hear this part.
Comedian to honestly go give a wedding speech and see how you do there.
Not even just go to one open mic. No, there are some people who like understand how hard it is, and then there are people who have no idea, and they think, oh, this is so easy. You just get up and talk on stage and be fun. Yeah.
You know what I'm learning? It's a real skill. It takes real talent to be a good comedian.
How many years have you been doing this?
10 years.
You've been doing this for 10 years, and now you're like,
well,
I just realized
had a really
something.
Positive thought. I'm really proud of the speech I gave. I was like,
you did kill it.
I really was like, yeah, that's a skill that a lot of people can't do. That type of speech at a wedding. I was really proud.
You should be proud.
Everybody came up to me. They were like, you should be a comedian. And I was like, little do they know.
You should have plugged at the end.
I've performed at theaters, so this is...
You should have plugged it at the end. Hey, shameless promotion. Did you see what I did in Austin?
No.
Hold on, let me show you the video. I've
been trying to stay
have
off
Ann.
social media.
I literally did this. I'll have them play the video. I'll have Ann play the video.
Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed Al-kadri. I'm a stand-up comedian based in Los Angeles. I'm actually going to be headlining tomorrow at Roscoe's Comedy Club at 7 p.m. So if you guys have nothing to do tomorrow, please come through. Thank you so much.
That's the scariest thing. I can't believe you did that.
Dude, I had 19 pre-sales. My friend John, who was with me on the flight.
That is so funny.
I'm at 20 pre-sale tickets. I'm about to lose so much money. I'm like, I literally looked at the lady. I was like, give me the fucking area.
Oh my God, the guts.
Please come to my goddamn show.
Did you get any sales?
No.
They all applauded. That was brave of you.
They were all like, fuck this loser.
That was brave.
And one guy said, prove it. And then, at the end. And then he goes, how come you didn't tell a joke? And I go, well, two reasons. One, the lady said G-rated only. And if I said a G-rated joke, everyone would have booed me. And then the joke I wanted to say is way too X-rated. And I ended up just telling him and it was like two white dudes. So I told them the 7-Eleven, 9/11 joke. And they were like, oh, that's so funny. Dude, you could never say that.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if you did a 9/11 joke on the plane? God.
Yeah, I know. I would never do that. So they loved it. But anyways, this was amazing. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
You're coming back again in June.
On the show?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm trying to have you monthly. Like, you don't understand. You are the Joey Diaz to my Joe Rogan.
Wow.
You make this podcast a lot better.
I wasn't too depressing this episode.
No, you were never depressing.
Okay.
Guys, can we please DM Chase how much we love her?
I hope I kept it light.
Guys, please DM Chase and just say, hey, we love you. You're my favorite part of this show. Just
Chase _ O'Donnell. You know, I lose followers every day too. So go ahead and follow me.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's normal.
I can't even keep up.
Follow Chase at Chase O'Donnell. Follow me at Ahmed Loves Bread on Instagram. Ahmed Loves Bread on all platforms.
I'm gonna be loves bread.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna be touring everywhere, working out on all the major cities in the fall. You know, by the time this releases, I will be doing Dallas May 24th. So definitely come out to that. And then, if you're in LA, June 14th at the Hollywood Improv, and then Europe in July. So, yes.
Oh my God, he's busy.
I'm working.
He's working.
They better.
Oh my God.
And I will be at a flight near you promoting my goddamn shows. I really am. I have no shame anymore. I don't care.
That.
Anyways, thank you guys so much and have a happy Monday.